So you've got a radiogram to send, and it's in a PDF. How do you get it there efficiently? Time for some hip pocket training. We've been doing some experimentation on the Central Ohio traffic net with various types of message relay, not only voice, but also using the NBEM software package and also WinLink. One of the station operators sent me a radiogram, and he sent it via WinLink, and we were talking about how to make that work effectively. This was actually a PDF file, fillable PDF. It had been completed at the remote side, and then the PDF was saved and then attached to a WinLink email message, and it came in to me. The PDF, of course, is very convenient because it's something that you can use relatively easily. You can, right there on the computer, just go to the particular field you want, start typing things in, save it, and all will be well. The problem, of course, is that it's going to be saving not just the text of the message, not just the text of the radiogram, including its preamble and its addressee and the signature, but it's going to include all of that stuff that makes for a PDF to be displayed on a screen, and all of the stuff for a PDF to have fields that can be filled out on the computer. The result is a big file. And if you compare the size of that file to the size of what you have with plain text, you can see an incredible difference. This message, that one radiogram, because it was stored in the form of a PDF, took about an hour and 15 minutes to download. One message with just a few words. So let's take a look and just see what this actually looks like in practice. What I did is I went with the PDF version, I opened it up in FL Message, and I used the file transfer form to see how does this actually look. One of the things you can do is when you have that file in the transfer form loaded up there, you can select a mode of transmission. In this case, I chose MT63 1000 long interleave. And the reason I chose that is because that's a relatively robust mode that can be used and is often used on HF, but is going to be used under fairly decent conditions at least. In any case, it's a relatively reasonable mode for HF transmission. And take a look at this. That PDF file, if we'd transferred that with FL Message, 341 minutes 57 seconds transfer time. So of course the HF protocol that I was using with WinLink was RDOP, which obviously goes much faster than MT63. Nevertheless, takes a long time. 341 minutes, 342 minutes. We're talking was something like 5 hours. So that's a long time for us to be waiting for a single message to go through. On the other hand, if you take a look at what it would take to transfer the same thing by using only plain text, using the same mode of transport with 202 bytes instead of almost 200,000 bytes, and we've got a 31-second transmission time. The net result is going to be exactly the same thing in terms of what gets received on the receiving station. It's going to be exactly the same information. We have the number, we have the entire preamble, we have everything we need to make sure that we've got a complete message. So that's a big difference and something that you want to make sure that you're paying attention to when you are formatting messages for transport. So please do like and subscribe if you find this helpful. Watch for future videos. Thanks very much. Radio KD8TTE out.